excited to be back today after a weekend off for mine and Greg's AI-driven business daily live project. Greg, excited to be back after this weekend. How was your weekend?
It was awesome. I spent a little quality time with my family and also ChatGPT, and yeah, so I have a few interesting insights that yeah that and I didn't do anything about AI driven business. I didn't do anything with Eco Sproutly. So all of you that are like they did work outside of this time, I did not, but I did learn a lot. So that was fun. How about you? How was
Yeah,
your weekend?
awesome. Yeah, it was a really good weekend. I'm trying to remember what all I did. I did a bunch of stuff. So yeah, it was really good. I'd have
Those are
to
the best and the
go back
worst
and
when
write
you're
it all
like, it
down.
was very busy and I don't remember it
Yeah,
all. What you need is ChatGPT to summarize your weekend for you.
I
That would
should.
be the
Yeah.
most helpful. Yes.
Exactly. I should do that. But yeah, so we do actually have summaries though of our prior episode and of everything that has happened up until this point. So we can start off with that. Let me go ahead. I'll do the summary of the prior episode first, so you can get more details from that one. So from episode 6, it says, in the last episode of AI Driven Business Daily Live, the hosts discussed the decision to switch from a dropshipping business to an affiliate marketing website using EcoSproutly as the focus. They turned to ChatGPT for guidance on the next steps, and a step by step plan was created, which included niche and keyword research, choosing a domain and hosting, creating essential pages, writing high quality content, joining affiliate programs, optimizing for SEO, launching and promoting the website, and monitoring progress. ChatGPT provided recommendations on tools and strategies to use throughout the process, including keyword research tools such as Google Trends, Uber Suggest, and Keyword Feeder. The hosts also considered using AutoGPT for content creation and SEO. That was really good.
I love those summaries. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness, do I love those summaries. All right.
Yeah, me too. And
And I
then
can't
this
wait
one,
for this one. This is the
yeah,
one.
I
Yes.
know, and
All right.
it's pretty much it's probably about a sentence longer. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right. So, since the creation of the AI driven business daily life project on April 7th, 2023, the hosts, Greg Flint and Jimmy Smith, have been documenting their journey of building a business using ChatGPT and other AI software programs live on the AI driven business YouTube channel. In the previous episodes, the hosts explored ideas for niches, ultimately choosing gardening supplies and accessories for their eco friendly dropshipping business, EcoSproutly. They also discussed the importance of using the right prompts for ChatGPT to provide desired results and selected EcoSproutly as their business name. The hosts then used ChatGPT to create a detailed business plan, selected US based dropshipping suppliers, and considered the idea of niching down to microgreen gardening supplies. In the most recent episode, they switched their business model to an affiliate marketing website, creating a step by step plan with the help of ChatGPT, including niche and keyword research, choosing a domain and hosting, and optimizing for SEO.
Wow.
That was perfect.
I I'm always torn between I'm so amazed and I'm deeply disappointed that like the better part of I don't know 7 hours of my life can be summarized so beautifully in like yeah, a minute.
Hmm.
Oh man,
It's pretty
that's
crazy. So
amazing.
what I plan to do with that, and Greg, you know this, but I'll tell everybody else, is that I'm going to take that summary of prior weeks and did I freeze you? Can you still see me?
I did see you did. You're back.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to take the summary of the prior weeks, and each week I'm just going to add in all of the daily summaries, and then it'll continue to make a more concise total project summary. So I'm very
Awesome.
intrigued to see what it'll be on day 100, 200, 300,
Yes.
because it's going to have to take all of those things
Right.
and, you know, bring it down. But
Continue to
ultimately,
summarize the
yep,
summaries.
exactly.
Hmm.
So anyway, we as ChatGPT so eloquently put it, we are focused on affiliate marketing now, and
Yes.
we can go ahead and get started.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and for anybody that is on LinkedIn, go follow our LinkedIn page. We're trying to get the ability to stream onto LinkedIn as well at the AI Driven
Yep.
Business LinkedIn page. And we need 150 followers. I think we're at 109 or so right now, last that I checked. So if you do have LinkedIn, go check it out over there.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull up your screen, Greg. Here we go. Perfect. So we've
Perfecto.
done day one, niche and keyword research. And are we now on day two, to choose a domain and hosting?
I think we're, and yeah, I think we may have, sorry, I'm just trying to remember. So research your gardening niche, identify specific topics, products that are popular and in demand, use free keyword research tools like Google Trends, yada, yada, yada. So I think what we had decided was narrowing down to drip irrigation. That's where we had, and I'll share this guy. Um, Drip irrigation does have, and there's a lot of variations. Drip irrigation systems kit, drip line irrigation, drip irrigation supplies. There's a whole bunch of terms that are right in that same category, and then lots of questions: how to install it, how does it work, how to set it up, and then what is it, all that sort of stuff. So I think we've narrowed it to drip irrigation. I'm guessing there's a wider, so when you think of keywords, there's a whole bunch more keywords that we likely need to dig into, um, but yeah, I think that kind of happens almost at the same time uh, as some of the other elements as well. Because even
Okay.
though, like, once we get the website set up and the domain and hosting, we still, I mean, we have to build content, and there's a lot of work to be done still. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I guess that's a long answer to your question of, yeah, I think we're done enough to move on to some of the other future steps.
Yes, and the website that you were just using was this, correct?
Let me bring this window back up. Yes, Ahrefs. Yep, and
Okay.
I've I've heard it pronounced a wide variety of things, but most people pronounce it Ahrefs. So they kind of it's a silent A. Yeah. Or
Okay.
we have had people call it RFs, which made me
Mm-hmm.
laugh a lot.
That's how I would
So
pronounce it.
RFs, yes.
Refs.
RFs.
Okay.
So, yes, in Ahrefs, there's two or three big SEO type tools: Ahrefs, Moz, and SEMrush. Those are like the big three 800-pound gorillas in that space. I've used all of them, and right now I enjoy Ahrefs the most. A lot of like really big SEO shops have all three. Maybe someday I would, but we 413 Group has a license to Ahrefs that we use with a variety of client projects.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
sweet.
All right. Well, choosing a domain and hosting, then we would know. I mean, kind of know what the hosting would be, but choosing a domain. Do we? I assume you want to switch
Yes.
from Eco Sproutly. I kind of like the idea of saving Eco Sproutly for
Yeah.
if we do ever decide to create a product of our own in the future. We can still
Yes.
use it and sell it on this niche website or any other affiliate
Exactly.
marketing websites, right? So,
Totally agree.
um, let's figure out a new domain name based off the drip irrigation systems, I guess, using
Yeah.
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
I think that's where we're at. So if we
Okay.
say, um,
Uh, how about act as an internet marketing specialist, choosing a domain name for an affiliate website on drip water irrigation systems. Um, give us 10
yep.
domain names, unique domain names, or
Uh,
should it be like SEO
yes,
filled
10
domain names or something? I don't know.
SEO friendly domain
Yeah,
names for
that are
the,
not take.
yeah, yes. 10 available SEO friendly domain names in the, yeah, I'll just say in this niche. was like, how much direction should I provide to ChatGPT?
Right. See what they say.
Yeah. As an internet marketing specialist, I understand the importance of choosing an SEO-friendly domain name that reflects your niche and is easy to remember. Please note that domain availability is subject to change. You should verify them, blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Oh, man. So many.
Good.
Okay. I got to
Yeah.
start reading them. Sorry. DripIrrigationSolutions.com. WaterWise Irrigation Hub. I don't love that one. Efficient Drip Systems. Eco Drip Irrigation Guide. I do like that one. Drip Irrigation Gurus. I kind of like that one. Water Saving Irrigation Pro. Smart Drip Irrigation Tips. Green Irrigation Experts. Drip Water. I don't know why that's funny to me. Drip Watering Wizards. Sustainable Drip Zone. Yeah, ChatGPT, I love you, but you lost momentum there at the end. So
Okay, so the first one we
sustainable
like,
drip
and the third
zone.
one.
Yes, and I'm just gonna do a quick check. I
And
tend
anybody that's
to
watching, by the
like,
way, feel free to leave comments
yeah,
and let us know your thoughts too. If you want to see us,
yeah,
ask ChatGPT anything, or if you have something that you like. This one's open.
yes. Drip
This
Irrigation
one seems like the best
Solutions
one.
is 1,000% yes.
Yeah, let's get
Um,
that one.
what I'm waiting for is for somebody to jump in and buy it before. Uh,
No hurry.
yeah, exactly.
That'd be so
So
sneaky. That'd be so rude.
it would. I know. I did think about that. Um, I did think about that at one point. I was like, what if somebody was watching while we were streaming, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go steal that domain." I was like, yeah, okay. Oh well, who cares? Life will go on.
Yeah.
All
Did you get
right,
it?
let's. I am logging in right now to go grab that one. So I think
Okay.
we're on the
So
same
that would put
page.
us.
Drip. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
I was gonna say that would put us at $20 out of our $1,000 budget since we bought Eco Sproutly already.
Yes, technically $18
Actually,
and 30 cents, but yes, you are absolutely right.
1830. Okay.
I believe so.
I want to keep track of it all.
Yeah. Drip
So we're at
irrigation solution.
981.70. There you go. Budget update. I wish I could have like an alert sound,
Nice.
like a bonk or something. Bonk,
Right.
Just
Right.
like alerts me.
Like, this is what
Uh-huh.
happens. And I'm
All
not
right.
going to share my screen as I sign up for this domain.
Thank
You'll
you.
have to. I will share it here in just 1 second as I
Perfect.
once the transaction is completed.
Okay. And we got, what was
Let
it?
me
Drip
swing back to
Irrigation
sorry this one.
Solutions.com. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. This is it. DripIrrigationSolutions.com. Okay. All right. So that's a good one. ChatGPT, make note for the summary.
Yeah.
DripIrrigationSolutions.com. Our budget is currently at $981.70 out of 1,000.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so I'll keep that as a running total over here on the side.
Awesome.
The first
All
one was
right.
perfect. I don't know what to. Yeah.
I know. I was like, it.
That means that there's not
I
a
was
ton of
certain that that
competition
was.
for this.
Well, I couldn't believe that Drip Irrigation Solutions was even available. I'm looking at
Yeah,
it like, is this all spelled right? And it
yeah,
is, but
exactly. Uh-huh.
I was, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay.
That is
Well, then
good.
what are the next steps according to ChatGPT? What was the next thing?
Yeah.
That's easy.
ChatGPT. No,
We took a whole
yeah,
episode for
we're
Eco
just.
Sproutly.
I know that one was fast. Choose a
Uh-huh.
domain and hosting, and then set up your website. So
Okay.
this is where it does
And
get
who
a
do we
little
use for hosting?
interesting. Yeah, so it's an excellent question. So
Just for curious.
I, yeah, 413 Group, um, the company that I run when I'm not AI driven businessing. Um, we do some WordPress hosting for a couple of clients. We don't do as much WordPress stuff these days as we used to, but we have our own server. I think it's DigitalOcean. It's hosted with DigitalOcean, and we use SpinUp WP, which is a WordPress hosting engine platform thing. Uh, yeah, so we have a whole bunch of sites running on that, and this would just be one more added to it. What was the other thing? Am I still sharing this screen?
You're
Um,
sharing ChatGPT.
yeah, um, there was one that was, oh, hey, um, you can oh, there we go. Opt for a free theme or invest in a premium theme. So we also happen to have access to a premium theme that we bought lifetime access a long time ago because we had a whole bunch of sites that were using it,
Hmm.
and it just made a lot of sense. So the hosting and WordPress, in case you don't know, WordPress is free. Free. It is free, but there's a lot of plugins and things that you could end up paying for. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's free and you get every penny. So so yeah, we already have hosting, and then we already have a theme, so we can actually kind of choose the theme that we want, and maybe
Okay.
that's what we can do.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then in terms of setting up the website, um, I don't know how much we'll be able to use ChatGPT for that. I know that it can do coding for websites and stuff, but I don't know what we'll need it for.
yeah, that is a good question. Let me see if I can find. Am I even thinking of the right thing or not? Sorry, so the theme that we have is called Aveda,
Okay.
or I'm pretty sure it is. And I was thinking that is it these websites?
Hmm.
I cannot remember. I might
Okay.
be I might be thinking of a different theme. I have to go dig a little deeper. But so we'll yeah. So the good news is a lot of these themes, and I'll just pick hoping to find one that would be somewhat fitting. Um we'll just do this one for fun. So literally you at the click of a button, you have a website that looks exactly like this.
Oh, okay.
So like the theme comes completely, and so it has all of the pages and the design and all of that
Okay.
sort of stuff. So it shouldn't be too difficult it shouldn't be too difficult
Okay.
to basically pick a theme. And sorry, I'm sharing the wrong tab.
Oh, there we
So
go. Cool.
this is what the site would look like. So it would
Okay.
look
And can we change some of the
exactly
colors and
like.
stuff to make it more
Yep.
eco
Mhm.
gardening like? Okay, cool, cool.
Yep. So yeah, you can apply colors and other things, and then obviously change any of the images or any of the content. So yeah, and
Okay.
then there's an article section and just typical yeah, blog sort of thing, mailing list, blah blah blah. So this is one example that's one of I think 90 some odd examples that they have, and
There's a
I
landscape
may
builder.
have oh, look at that.
Yeah. See if that opens up.
Ooh,
There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
Oh, look at all that.
That's pretty
Now I
good.
have to. It is. Now I have to make sure that I'm remembering the right theme because I will be only mildly embarrassed if I have accidentally forgotten we and it's a different theme. I want to say it's
Okay.
beta. Anyway, but I'll track it down and figure it out. But it's one of these. There's two or three fairly premium WordPress themes that yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep. So
All right. So
more
then,
to come on
what's the
that.
next steps then?
Yeah. So I think the next steps. You share this tab. So it's set up the website, create essential pages, and I'm going to do some of the website setup in the background, just because there's some stuff that it was drip irrigation solutions, right?
Yes.
Got it. Drip irrigation solutions.
Oh, we're gonna be ranking in no time.
In all honesty, like this is a pretty good domain.
Yeah, we shouldn't have been broadcasting this to all the people watching.
Right. They're gonna be like, wait, how do we get this?
Uh-huh.
No, that's a pretty good domain. That's a very solid domain. All right, come on. Where am I? There we go. It's the only website that I have that has the word drip in it. Okay. So I don't think there's anything potentially crazy on this page, but basically what we're doing is we're setting up the DNS, and I know that this is super nerdy stuff that most people don't ever need to do or care that is happening, but yeah, so this is what you do to get DNS set up. And then just to give you a sense, I don't think there's anything. So I'll share this
Yeah, if you
tab
don't,
for a second. I'm like, never know what's going to pop up. Some of these things.
yeah,
So
you
drip
don't have to show some
irrigations.
things.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I would like for people to see that it's not all just us doing it somewhere else or in a different, in a different time. So,
Right.
um, so yeah, let me go back here because I think the next thing that pops up does ask me for. Trying to think of the email address that I use here. There we go. I think that's it. See, here's the username and password part that if I had it in here, then I'd be like, oh no. Now I'm sharing with everyone the username and password we're
Right.
using. And for whatever reason, everything on my computer is running extraordinarily slow right now because that's how that works, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
Technology.
Yeah, it works until it doesn't, and then you cry. No, that's just
Mm-hmm.
me. All right. It'll only take me another second here, hopefully,
Okay.
to get this set up. And then we will actually have, believe it or not, the site will be there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Drip
And with the theme and
irrigation.
everything installed?
The theme will only take another minute or so.
Okay.
Yeah. So we will likely Yeah, so this is the other spot where there's passwords abound all over the place. It's awesome. I'm like, make it stop. All right. So I can share this tab so you can see this is all the fun that's going on. This is Spin Up WP talking to our server and basically building the website and doing all the fun stuff. So I'm gonna let that run in the background as it installs PHP and WordPress and sets up the SQL database and all sorts of other fun things. Which to use Spin Up WP or any of these things, you don't really need to know. Uh, I just have done some pretty in-depth WordPress stuff, so I happen to. But
Okay.
while that runs, I think we can come back here. So setting up the website will basically be done today. And
Awesome.
let me, um,
And so if
trying
I
to
was
figure
somebody
out.
brand new that didn't know all the stuff that you know,
Yes,
what would
right.
be your suggestions? Do you think that they should use like a Bluehost and install WordPress themes like ChatGPT is suggesting?
Yeah, I like, so there are definitely pros and cons to the Bluehosts and the GoDaddies and all of those of the world. The reality is they're not bad, but when so we've done a lot of WordPress hosting over the years, and there are a lot of services out there where you are paying a lot of money for not a lot of either server compute or memory or storage or bandwidth. So it's Bluehost is a really good place to just start, and the performance is sufficient. I also like WPX.net, and we'll I don't know, we'll put it in the show notes. We don't have show notes, but we do now. We'll put a couple in the show notes, and maybe we'll even affiliate link them so we can somehow pay for the time that we are spending on AI driven business. But I mean, either way, WPX.net, uh, they're they're fast. It's a little bit more expensive than Bluehost, but what you are spending on WPX, you are getting amazing customer service, and then also they they'll migrate a site. Like you can ask them, when I say amazing customer service, it's all chat, but you can ask them just about anything, and they're incredibly knowledgeable. So it's not, there's a lot of customer service that's just not great. WPX.net is really, really good. Performance is good, and I've used them in the past, but again, cost wise, it's just easier to host it yourself if you know
Okay.
how, and I happen to.
Okay.
So, yes, let me see. I'm trying to find the link to WordPress, something or another. I cannot. It's been a long time since I've installed a new theme. So maybe that'll have to be one that we'll save for next time. Just
Okay.
looking at the next few things, we are 28 minutes in. We could wrap here and
Hmm.
push a lot of stuff to next time in terms of
Okay.
getting the theme downloaded and installed, and then start creating essential pages, because I think that's where I think we're going to see the value of ChatGPT
Yeah.
really coming in, is on those the additional pages in the content.
Yeah, and we'll want to make sure too to run it through. There's a lot of AI checkers for like plagiarism or
Yes.
originality, so that
Yep.
way, because Google hates AI generated content, and so
Yep.
we have to make sure that it looks as original as possible. So
Correct.
I know
Yep.
that I have a couple other things that I currently use that I'm not
Yep.
super impressed with, but it's worked from a um, unique content standpoint. So I'm going to play
Yep.
around with that on my other projects, and if it can apply to this, then I'll make sure to make everyone aware of it. But otherwise, we
Awesome.
can still check it, and we can change around some wording and can
Yeah.
be a fun project. We can just have ChatGPT rewrite it until until we get it how we want it.
Yes. Yes. And I
Yeah.
do think I think there is a balance between just letting AI run amok and
Hmm.
develop content. And, I love AI from the standpoint of, hey, give me 30 ideas for articles that would rank well, blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
That to me, there's a ton of value in just that alone. And then,
Hmm.
yeah, maybe you have it produce an outline, or maybe you have it produce the first draft, and then you go in and edit and kind of bring it into your own voice. So,
Right.
yeah, I love ChatGPT for that, and as you probably saw, I've been using it extensively for those sort of things exactly.
Yeah. Same here. I use it pretty much every day. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
It's
now.
become an
Yeah.
everyday part of my process. So, and I know for some people that I've mentioned it to, it saved them 8 hours a week just in emails that they can now give to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, this is a complex email. Research this for me," and then it's eighty
Yes.
percent of the way researched, and you can just finalize
Yep.
it. And saves them a whole day of time, basically. So, pretty
So
fun.
my favorite here's actually I will ask you the same thing, but I'll give you my 2 favorite things that I've used ChatGPT for in the last 48 hours.
Hmm.
Um, my first favorite is, my nephew, Max, what's up? He's trying to decide between 2 colleges, and he had some criteria that he was using to evaluate, and so I'm like, as a high school senior getting ready to graduate, and the content was fantastic, but
Hmm.
what was more important was as I was writing the prompt, it was causing me to ask questions of myself and him, that really unlocked a lot of, insights just in our conversation. So, I think
Hmm.
the practice of writing ChatGPT prompts sometimes clarifies your thinking to a point where you're like, "Oh, yeah. Oh, okay." Like, even without ChatGPT typing one thing, you have different insight than you did before. And so
Hmm.
that was super fascinating to me just because I was like, "Oh, wow. I'm looking at this thing in a totally different way just as a result." Um, and then I don't remember the second one now that I said. There were 2. Okay. Yeah.
And
Was
you
there
said
is there any what's that?
I was gonna say you said that you were gonna ask me a question too.
Yeah. So are there any ways that you've used it recently where you're like, or insights that you've gotten?
Yeah, so I actually over the weekend we were talking about this at one point that I haven't updated my LinkedIn profile in over 3 years at this point. And so I used it to I said, "Hey, here's all the things that I've done. Here's my current description. Here's everything I've done in the last 3 years. Rewrite my about me
I
section for
love it.
LinkedIn." And then I said,
That's
also
so
take that
good.
information and write all my work history and experience. And it broke it all out for me. And so some of the things I didn't use, I didn't think it was pertinent, to list some small
Right.
projects at this point.
Sure.
If AI driven business takes off, I'm going to add that section to the
Right.
profile, but I don't have that. It's in
So
my
funny.
about me though. So yeah, so I
Huh.
used it for that. I've used it for really all the content that I do online, whether it's these types of things or my YouTube channel at Ask Jimmy Smith. You can see the handle for there. That I'll take the transcripts, I'll have an assistant of mine make it into a blog post, make it into tweets, make it into Instagram quote cards, and then I'll use that stuff and take it and make an email as well that I send out to my audience. So
That's
it is
awesome.
very good about helping spread content for me.
Yeah.
And then I think,
Yeah.
yeah, over the next week, obviously for this project, we'll be using it pretty extensively. But I have some other things that I'm
Yeah.
hopefully going to use it to help me write a book based off of content that I've already made, and have it kind of
That's great.
generate chapters based off of my own videos that I've already made, and then I'll edit it and make sure that it's good before ever
Super
publishing it.
awesome.
But yeah, those types of things are fun. So
Yeah.
um,
Maybe we'll
yeah,
have
those.
to have it write a book about what have it write the AI driven
Yeah,
business book. Maybe that's
that'd
what
be
it'll
awesome.
have to do.
Yeah, I think once we get to like 100 of these, or maybe even
I know.
once we start collecting revenue, we can write a book. So,
Right. Right.
because
We
then
made
it's proof.
$1. Write
Yes.
the book. Yes.
um,
That's
but yeah,
awesome. I love it.
yeah, it's pretty cool what you can do with the program just to maximize the output of things. And really,
Yes.
I mean, if anybody has watched, whether you agree with him or not, or the language he uses or not, Gary Vaynerchuk has been talking for years about taking one piece of content and making it 20 or 30. And
Yep.
ChatGPT makes it so much easier to just do
Yes.
it in under 10 minutes to get 20 to 30
Yep.
pieces of content. And it's pretty crazy what you can do. And really, it's more about
Yes.
learning it, because I think we're just at the beginning. We're the
Yep.
weird ones right now. But as
We
it
are.
gets more into the everyday uses of society, we're going to be experts on it, and so will people that are starting to use it now. They'll be the experts on it.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm pumped
Agreed.
to see where it goes in 2, 3, 4 years.
I honestly, it's staggering.
Hmm.
We probably should do a session on Auto GPT
Hmm.
and show some of the power of what Auto GPT can bring to the table because it is pretty impressive.
We could
But
use it next time. I mean, if we're going to start writing
yeah,
blogs, we could
yeah,
show Auto GPT and have it start writing all the content for everything.
yeah,
Do you think it's
yeah.
ready?
I don't know that I would know how to connect Auto GPT to because what we would want, and just so people know, Auto GPT, and I think I may have mentioned this, but it's so as we see the prompts, so we type in a prompt to ChatGPT, it responds. Basically, Auto GPT is taking those responses, evaluating them using a similar large language model, which is kind of the nerdy AI term for what ChatGPT is, and then basically asking new prompts, and then taking the data and asking new prompts and new prompts, and it's almost like it's having a conversation with itself, which is the right amount of creepy and amazing and everything in the middle. But what I believe it can do or will be able to do very soon is for you to say, "Hey, here are my my WordPress API keys. Go publish content, you know, on these topics." And
Yeah,
it should be able to, and maybe it's not going to post all of them, but it can create draft articles, put images in there, make them SEO optimized. I mean, it's gonna be completely crazy. So,
yeah.
we'll see, we'll see.
Super exciting though. And then actually, I wonder if that would be a use in like bookkeeping and taxes and stuff. Since tomorrow's the end of tax season for personal taxes anyway, I
Yeah,
wonder if
indeed.
Auto GPT, if you gave it enough answers to things, if it could, run on itself to ask you the questions that it would need to file your taxes properly. And that's way in the future before people actually trust it to do its job.
Oh,
But it would
I don't
know the
know.
whole tax code, unlike most. I mean, it's difficult for an accountant to know all the tax code. It's almost
Right, the
impossible.
tax
So,
code is a
yeah.
book that's like,
Mhm.
5 inches thick, yeah.
Right.
No,
But if Auto GPT,
I'm with you. Yes,
like we
if it
could
if
be
it
like,
knew enough. Yeah.
yeah, CPA GPT. That's what it would be called.
Oh, man, that is awesome. Yes, and so
Mhm.
the short answer is, yeah, and I yeah, my gut sense is there's some applications like that that probably aren't very far off.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
agree. Awesome. All right. Well, everybody,
Fun.
just yeah, this was the live. I guess number 7. Yeah, I put that up there. So yeah, today was live number 7. Next time we will start working on the project, and we won't, and that'll be tomorrow at noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern
Ah,
Time.
nice.
So we're going to start working on actually putting together the
Just
website. It's pretty
saying.
much built, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so, and then doing the blog posts and I guess keyword research. Um,
Yeah.
and we should be good to go. Dripirrigationsolutions.com is the new project. We will remember and continue to think about EcoSproutly for future things moving
Yep.
forward. But awesome. Well, thank you,
Awesome.
everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at noon Central Time. Have a good one.
Take care.